there's a Eurovision song contest in a few days. And again, I don't follow it personally, but I do follow politics and the politics of this. And, you know, it's scandalous because there's a Swedish Palestinian singer and he gets on stage and his crime, look at this crime. He wears a Palestinian scarf, like a sleeve basically showing, okay? He's just wrapped it around his forearm and it's just a tiny bit of it showing and he gets in trouble. They rebuked him for this today. The official Eurovision Song Contest rebuked him. They say they regret that he wore this, like as if, you know, he held up something with a swastika on it or something, you know. They regret he wore this. How dare he show his heritage? How dare he display anything Palestinian? And then they say that, you know, he basically violated the non-political nature of that he violated the non-political nature of the contest. How is it not political? They've told the Israelis you can participate, but the Russians are still banned. So the Russians don't get to participate last year or this year because of Ukraine. So they don't mind bringing that politics in there, and they don't mind telling off Palestinians for showing a scarf. But you know, they'll ban Palestinian flags and they'll allow Israelis to participate. Okay, so I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. They have actually banned Palestinian flags. That's what it says. The organizers have banned Palestinian flags. Can you believe that? Israel is allowed to participate, not Russia, and no Palestinian flags. So what is the conclusion? You can commit genocide and you can come and wave your Nazi flag, your Nazi Israeli flag during the contest, and you can participate in the contest too. That's okay. That's okay. So that's the message that they're sending. And it's just like football, you know? The Israelis, they were trying to compete for the Euro Cup, to qualify for the Euro Cup this year. And the only reason they're not going to be in it is because they failed to qualify. But they weren't banned from qualifying or playing qualifiers. They were allowed to take part. Where's Russia? Russia's still banned to this day from both FIFA and UEFA championships. So both World Cup and Euro Cup banned. So I find this funny, you know, I really find this funny. Like let's look at Russia's behavior. Can you say Russia did anything worse than what Israel is doing? Of course not. Of course, it's not even comparable. Completely different situation and nowhere near as many casualties. None. It's incomparable in both size, scope, and nature. But nevertheless, because they're Russian, they're banned. And because Palestinians, you know, we don't want to displease the Zionists. I mean, this is just pathetic, really. This is just pathetic. Here's a message from a couple of European MEPs and MPs and what they have to say.
Dans quelques jours, l'Eurovision, l'un des plus grands événements musicaux au monde, débutera. Cependant, cette année, la participation d'Israël suscite une profonde inquiétude.
Mientras el ejército israelí comete un genocidio sobre los 2 millones de habitantes de Gaza, según las Naciones Unidas, podemos ver a las víctimas mostrando su sufrimiento en tiempo real como niños y niñas que mueren de hambre.
We know what is going on. We see the victims filming, and we can see that the fact of children are dying of hunger. So how can we just sit aside and allow this participation?
Des voix du monde entier s'élèvent pour exiger le cessez-le-feu. Des artistes, des étudiants se mobilisent par milliers dans les universités aux États-Unis, en France, en Tunisie, au Liban. Un effort collectif pour sauver l'humanité. Mais jusqu'à présent, l'Eurovision reste silencieux.
Pourtant, en 2022, la Russie a été immédiatement exclue de cette compétition suite à l'invasion illégale de l'Ukraine. Une action rapide prise par l'UER et les délégations.
It is in the name of peace, it's in the name of love for culture that we call for Israeli out from Eurovision, as long as the massacre of the Palestinian people moves on.
We call on the Eurovision, act now, exclude Israel, or else boycott.
Claire is excellent. I was sitting with her in court during the Assange persecution. But yeah, she's great. And you see, you got, you know, European members of parliament from all over the continent who all agree with the premise that Israel should be banned, because it's not only hypocritical, but because simply for the fact that you know, you can't allow a genocide and then normalize the person committing genocide. If you ask me, I don't give a shit whether Israel is banned or not. I really don't care. That Israel can participate. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care. But don't come here and ban Palestinian flags and then tell me you regret that someone showed a bit of a Palestinian scarf. How dare you? You know how racist and disgusting that is? You know, I regret that you have any connection with Israel. That's something you should really regret. That you enable genocide. That's something to regret. You know, or I spilt a glass of milk. I love the scale. Spilling a glass of milk and committing genocide. These are things you regret. No, but seriously, you understand the point. You don't regret that someone showed a scarf from their culture. What is that nonsense? So as far as I'm concerned, let the Israelis go on. I'm not into this like canceling nonsense. I really don't care. Someone singing on a stage is not going to affect the resistance or the path to victory. It's nothing to do with it. But don't come here and then ban Palestinians from speaking out and showing their own, cultural symbols and just existing or obtaining some form of justice. And if you're going to ban people, you banned the Russians, well, why don't you ban the Israelis? You know, this is not only wrong to ban the Russians, but it's hypocritical then to not ban others who have done far worse, not even comparable, the scale. So that's it. That's my message. Again, YouTube demonetized my channel because I'm not allowed to say naughty things about Israel. Telling the truth is forbidden. So if you are able to donate a few dollars on PayPal or on a monthly basis on Patreon, please consider doing it because it would really help me continue my journalism and support independent media. So I'd be very grateful. And the links are in the description and also in the chat. Thank you guys very much again for all your donations and all your kind comments. I appreciate it very much.